afternoon, Jules here from Joolsedesigns and JT Creations. So this is probably going to be a two-part video, but the whole idea here is making storage for project ephemera. Now, when I'm working on a project, I usually cut all the ephemera out, make it, and then it's stuck and I lose bits. It goes on the floor. I shove it in a polythene bag. If I put it in a box, so the stuff gets stuck in with it. So what I saw was Julie from Camellia Crafts made one of these to go in her journal. And it was to put bits and pieces in. I thought, what a brilliant idea. I love my policy pockets. And it would be an ideal storage for ephemera while I'm working. And then if I wanted to, I could put it in my journal. Also, this will probably be the second part, is to make an easy, small ephemera booklet out of paper bags. Again, that's something that once you've finished with your ephemera, if you haven't used it all, you can put it into your big ephemera book or put it into your bitty box or whatever, and then that's available for your next project. And as you can see, I've already got the word labels and bits and pieces in there. So what we'll do is we'll do this one first. And I've got loads and loads of 12 by 12 scrapbook pages that I'm probably not going to use. And this is one that, yeah, it's okay, but I'm not going to use it. It's meant to be a Christmas one, but that doesn't look like the fairy on the top of the Christmas tree. That looks like a normal fairy, and that's where that came from. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my scoreboard, and I will link Camellia Crafts at the bottom of the video. And I think she did 3 1/4. She did a 5.5 by 7.5. So she did a 3 1/4. I'm going to do a 3.5. Score it at 3.5. Now I might be getting this wrong. No, she scored it at 3.5. And then I want 3.5 at this side. And rather than mess about with it, okay, and then I want 3 1/4 and 3 1/4, and then for the flaps to go down I just want 2.5 and 2 1/4, and again 2.5 and 2 1/4. So it's 2.5 and 2 1/4, 2.5 and 2 1/4, 3.5 and 3 1/4 at each side. And this is going to be the actual ephemera bit, and this measures 12.5 centimeters by 18 or 18.5. And then I don't cut it first. I score everything. And then we've got another one, and I'm looking for my big metal ruler and I can't find it. But this is your gusset, and if you just pull that over like that and score that. I'm going to do the first one. So you want to score both these. I think this is probably about 220 GSM card. And I'm just pushing it. And again this side. And again. And again, whichever fold it lands on first, and then push it in. And there we have it. You can probably see the folds better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these corners out. And just get my scissors. And I'm cutting the lumpy bumpy bits out. And I'm cutting right into that. So what happens is those bits you want on your scrap bits, you don't want them left. And I thought it was a brilliant idea. It's quick, it's easy. You don't have to use scrapbook paper. You don't even have to use 12x12 if you like to do your own measurements. You just decide what you want, and now I have to decide which side I'm going to put this on. Am I going to have it on that side? Probably am. And what I'll do is I'll do one that way up as well. So again, I'm just going to reinforce these. Well, reinforce the folds. And I'm going to do the corners, because when you've got corners, when you've got sharp corners, especially if you're going in and out the envelope or using it quite a lot, you'll find that it'll get dog-eared or whatever. This way it stays neat. Now if you wanted to, you could stick them down so that you had like a folder, and you can use it as an ephemera folder. I'm not that bothered. I like to have it open so I can see what's what. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some circles out. That's too big. that, and we'll get some smaller ones. Use this. Just cut that off. You can put your circles over the folds if you want, but I don't want to. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to work out what is the middle, and I'm going to stick this on there. But what we're going to do is we're going to ink it up first, and I should have some ink on my, yeah, because I've just re-inked my tea dye inker, so oh crikey, I've just took a chunk out of my cheap spongy so don't buy any cheap spongy bits to go on your cardboard, rips them. Okay, and I'm just going to ink around the edges here. Put some more on. And they're also good once you've finished with them. These you can put them in your journal for holding bits and pieces. I'm not going to do the sides, I'm just going to do the top and the bottom. So now what I want to do is I want to decide where I'm going to place these, and stick these on. I'm going to put eyelets through them, but it just holds them in place for the time being. So I want one here, and I want one there. And again, I'm just putting a tiny bit of glue on. Move that over. It looks as if it's in the middle. That's down there. And there we have it. And these bits you can use and make tags and things like that. Don't throw them out. I usually cut circles out of them and end up with a box of circles. So I want my here it is, my crocodile, and what I'm doing is here is I'm just kind of guesstimating the middle, and I'm not going to get that because I've put it too far in, so that's fine. I've got a Japanese punch, but I need to find it. So I'll need to take this over. Right, so a Japanese screw punch is just one that you push in like that, but I'm going to have to take it over to my glass mat. In fact, I've got a glass mat here. There we are, and that's not very good, is it? That's because I'm doing it on a glass mat and not on a... And I think we'll put the gold in it. Let's hope I can get the other part of the crocodile in, because I don't have an extended one, and my eyelet setter is in Cyprus. Right, these are got in Cyprus as well, so you just have to force them in a little bit. They're just a little bit bigger than the... That's it. Right. Hopefully we can do this, yes. Just jump it down. That's it. And I'm just pushing this in here. I've used the medium. I should have used the... They've got different sort of like circles to use. Now that I'm just going to take this. I'm just taking a little bit more out. And then I'll be able to keep that so it looks as if it's in the middle now. And there we have it. So that's the... Oh! Silly. That's not going to work, is it? Alright, never mind. Still not going to work, but we'll work something out. That's not doing measurements. And if you don't do measurements, alright, so I'm going to have that one on the top. Still work out. And this is I wondered where I'd got this from. It's actually jewellery thread from when I used to do the macrame type bracelets with the beads and everything in. And now I'm going to put it on the top. I like it on the top better. And all you do is you just pull your thread round, tie it in a knot. And then cut that one off and pull that down. That's just for, we're just going to put that on there. So if you do, that should have been up here and that should have been down there, but never mind. But that's just for ornament's sake now. So all you do is you just pull that round, put it round like that, and just tie it back round there. It still holds it, and that way I can put some of my bits and pieces. You could also make one big enough to put your ephemera diddly in like that, your ephemera book. And you can decorate these up how you like, and if you want to put them in your journal afterwards, it will go on one of the pages. I'm looking to see what journals I've got. I think this is going to be a bit too small. This is actually a memory book, not a... Right, okay. So you would just put it in there and stick it down. You could stick it round there and make another flap, but I think because it's so bulky, I don't think you need to do that. I think you just have that as a... and then it would just fit in your journal like that. I'm trying to think when I made this. I think this must have been last year in Cyprus, not this year. It looks like a Cyprus, the papers that I took with me anyway. That's probably not a very good oh, right, that's my tall tack one. Right, so here's one that I haven't put a journal in yet. So there, it would go there, and that one would go there, and you could put all your bits and pieces in. So I need to make a journal for this. I might turn that into steampunk. Anyway, that's everything for today. I hope you get something out of that. And what we'll do is we'll come back and we'll do the other one, and we'll make the ephemera booklet out of paper bags. And what it is it's just lunch bags. These lunch bags that I think you get 5 for £1 or something like that, and you just pull all these off. And you can... I've stitched mine, but I will, the one that I make, I won't stitch it, I'll glue it all in. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video.